Hello and welcome back to Trespasser with me, Nick. So today we're going to go to level 3, IJ, which stands for Industrial Jungle. Alright, first we'll grab the rifle.
About 20.
1981. I stumbled out of the helicopter, already beginning to sweat, and looked around at the lush forest, the wet leaves. The first task was genetic recovery, acquiring Jurassic or Cretaceous amber, extracting preserved DNA, and reassembling the complete sequences. Bringing it up the well, we called it.
There's our first raptor. There we go. One of those terrible semi-automatic
Feels full.
three-round burst pistols here. These guns are the worst. Alright.
3 Cray XMPs move more data faster than any computer center in the Americas.
Should be able to climb out of this dried up riverbed.
In 11 months,
Here.
Site B became the most powerful genetics facility in the world.
Whatever.
Up here. Oh, a revolver. That's much better.
6 rounds. Hasn't been used.
Hey, dude.
Half gone.
I shot him in the leg.
Nearly empty. That's it.
The physics boxes for these rocks is terrible. Often you're like making contact with them even though you're nowhere near them. Oh, there's a shotgun.
In a quiet, locked room, the extinction of species, the history of life on Earth, is being methodically reversed.
There's a friendly raptor. Let's go say hi to him. I go here. I guess not. So yeah, there are 4 friendly raptors in this level. And this one is the first. Hey there. You're a good boy. Now, if you do hurt him, he will attack us, so don't do that.
Looks like 7.
So, yeah, this guy's not friendly. Hey there.
6.
All right.
The hunters landed on May 13th, 1997, deep in the island's southwest. Most of them had worked at my African parks for years. They never stood a chance.
This rifle is one of my favorites from the game. One of the most accurate, powerful, has good rate of fire.
Six rounds. 5, 4.
Switch out for a Mac 10.
Hasn't been used.
Oops.
About 15. About 20.
I spared no expense, permitted no failures.
This is one of the longest levels in the game. I think the only one who rivals it is Ascension 1.
By 1983, we held 13 new patents.
I was in high school then.
Ugh. Now, these two raptors are programmed to be enemies of one another and to fight each other, but, oops.
Ow.
Ow. There was,
Hasn't been used.
they forgot to add the code that they're considered food for each other, so they don't end up fighting each other. And they'll only bite each other by accident when bumping into one another. Oh boy!
Feels full.
One down. Two down.
Looks like 20.
I don't think there's anything up there, but I think it's just a way to get away from the raptors. Yeah, there's nothing here.
$17.
There we go. This is
November 1983. Test fertilization of an artificial ovum. My hand shook as I held the tiny eyedropper. 1 drop. 2 drops. There. The genie was out of the bottle.
Even though this is one of the longer levels, it is my favorite, I think.
The raptor took shape inside its egg and I watched it on the ultrasound monitor. It looked like a ghost or a puff of smoke.
Come on, get into position. All right. I think it's over here. Yeah, there it is. Steven Spielberg Rock. So Steven Spielberg and his son came into the studio and suggested this interaction.
I began to have my first inkling of the seriousness of our work. How deep the well was. This was life from 65 or 100 million years before mankind.
I've really done it. This is not a normal situation.
First T-Rex in the game.
Tyrannosaurus Rex, tyrant lizard. It reigned for 25 million years. We introduced the 7 rules of the island.
T-Rex is very tough to kill. You need a lot of guns. And we are not equipped to kill it. So we're just gonna avoid it. Now we're coming up at the waterfall over here. Another waterfall. There it is. Here, T-Rex is going after the Parasaurolophus over there. This only triggers, I think, if you go close to the waterfall. Now again, the Parasaurolophus is not programmed to be considered food to the T-Rex, so he's not going to attack it. But if they do bump into each other, they will hurt each other. I don't know if you heard that odd audio glitch. Now we're in the canyon, which is raptor nesting grounds. Although you never actually find a raptor nest. But there's a lot of raptors here. Alright, here's our second friendly raptor. Hey there, my dude. How's it going? Have a good day. And that one's not friendly. And I think there's another raptor. Where is he? There he is.
12.
Ah,
10.
there we go. But he's just standing there while I kill his family. But as long as I don't hurt him, he won't attack us, so. Excuse me. This slope here is very steep, and if I jump, I will die. So it's a very good idea to avoid the jump button here. Entering the cave area. And then there's going to be a wide open canyon area with a downed helicopter. There it is. Helicopter's up there. But more Allosaurus skeletons, a bunch of raptors. Where are they? I see 2 of them. Oh, there's a 3rd one. Okay. So we need to make our way down, and it's a bit tricky. First time I played this level, I got stuck because I was too scared to jump down. If you look over here, you can see there's a pathway climbing up all the way up there. There's a few guns up there, but I don't find it very useful, considering we already have 3 guns and
8, 7, 6, 3, 1.
there we go. All dead. And we made it. Okay. But I guess we could go check it out. It's been a while since I went there.
What brought that down?
Now, if you look, it says Biosyn on the chopper. So, corporate espionage going on over here.
Full clip.
Still full? Oh, okay. I would have grabbed the MP5, but...
1 shot left.
Oh, 1 shot? Okay, I'll grab it.
Feels full.
Let's go check what's up here. Pretty sure it's just a few guns. Okay. Jump a bit faster. Skeleton and an AK. Oh, that's what's up here. Guess I'll grab the AK.
Hasn't been used.
Try not to die. There we go. Okay. Excuse me again. I'm still not sure if it's a cold or it's just allergies. It's better now. I think we're coming up on the next friendly raptor now. Though I hear a non-friendly one. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah. This is one of the sniffing raptors. He just comes up to you and sniffs you. And doesn't bite. Oh, well, not unless you hurt him. Oh. Hey, buddy. Oh. Are you a friendly one, or? Okay, I have the 2 sniffers. Hey! A little crowded here. Alright. It's strange because it's the only 2 raptors in the game that are like that. They're the only ones who have the sniffing behavior. The game was intended to have more advanced behaviors. So, but it had a very troubled development, so a lot of stuff got dropped out. Come on. Okay. Here, a non-friendly raptor. There we go. Ah, too high. There we go. Oh, I received a call. Alright. Editor Nick here. So that was my wife calling me. So I had to answer that and get off the computer for a while. So that's where this part of the video will end. I'll try to record the second part of IJ next time.